LSU has these air-conditioned helmets. So they've got these helmets that'll keep their heads cool. And if there's any one or two schools that need it, it's LSU, because that place is absolutely hot. Like people in the South, when they see a good-looking girl, hot. HAWT, hot. And I'm curious as to the best innovations in modern day football. What are they? I'll give you an easy one, and it can be in broadcasting or more. So let's go with good and bad. I want to hear from you on the message board. So I've got a good and bad one that's going to surprise you, because I was watching, yes, I'm a loser, the 92 Cowboys San Francisco NFC Championship game in San Fran that the Cowboys won. Alvin Harper, former Vol, caught a nice little slant route for about 80 yards down to the 6. It was an incredible play call on 1st and 10. The Cowboys had the lead, but they went aggressive, went after it. So, yes, I'm a loser. I didn't have anything better to do. It's putting the dad blame score up on the television the whole time, because they didn't used to do that. And I wanted to watch it with my son, and I'm having to take notes for the score. The other one that I hate, and this will surprise you, Caleb, I hate the line for the first down. I know ball. I know where the first down is. I hate that. Never needed it. Never liked it. It's inaccurate at times. Not a fan of it. What innovations in football do you love and do you hate? Let's hear from your message board. You go. Somebody said the AC jockstrap. I'm not familiar with that yet, but maybe that's coming around. Air-conditioned underwear.
One of my innovations that I love is it's funny. The XFL folded after a year in 2001, but they did the Sky Cam, and I do love the Sky Cam now with football. It's a great way to watch the game.
Oh, love it. Oh, love it, love it, love it. So I will tell you this. It needs to be the Sky Cam all the time. It needs to be like when you're playing Madden, so that you can see the whole field, because I like to read secondaries, and I can't do that unless I'm there in person. There are times last year that I was unsure of a coverage scheme, and it was hard for me, and you and I discussed the second level coverage. It was hard for me sometimes to determine if that was second or third level, and you just kind of have to let it go. And no, I think it should be the Madden view the entire time.
I agree. You know when I'm shocked that they haven't done, though? So if any of you guys watch tennis, you barely need a line judge anymore, because they have they electronically chip the ball, and they microchip the line. So you there's no judgment call. You just know if the ball went out of bounds or not.
And it takes half a second. No review, none of that.
Yeah, none of that. I don't know how they still do the chain gang and measurements in football. It's the dumbest, most outdated thing. You telling me you can't, with all the money in college football and the NFL, you can't make the field electronic where you can tell where the ball was when you're down?
So inaccurate, too. Spotting of the football is the most inaccurate thing in sports.
It really is. The fact that they're still doing that and they're still bringing out the chain to measure it, it's just so hilarious to me. Because at no other point do they take it to that exact measurement. Okay, do you think when a player catches a ball down the sideline for a 45-yard gain, anybody's like, well, where does this exact spot need to be at that point? No, it's only on these running plays for a yard. It is so dumb, and it's so stupid. And I think half the reason they do it, Dave, is for theater. I don't know why they don't make the goalpost electronic, where you can tell if the kick was good or bad, if it goes there are some times where it barely goes over the line. And there are so many things that I think half the reason they don't do it is that part of the theater of football is the controversy of the spot, honestly.
If it's a link, it's a coin flip whether or not they got it right. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, there's no more inaccurate thing in all of sports. And we love football. I'm a football guy. I'm not knocking. Innovations. Things you love, things you hate, things you'd like to see. Smoky Mountain Red says, I think ESPN would make a ton of money offering a secondary Skycam Madden view on a subscription basis. I'm in. I'm buying it. I can write it off, but I literally would pay $100 a month for that. If I had Madden view on every single thing, it's called the all 22 among coaches because you can see all 22 players. But if I could have that, pay $100 a month, I'd write it off. And I would have no issue with spending that money.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you. Let's talk. Oh, I want to bring up a bad one, though, for a minute. I'm not a hater of him. I'm not like one of these like people who gets mad at wokeness all the time. It bothers me. But the worst idea ever was, remember when LeBron tried to get a little extra woke and LeBron James tried to launch glass helmets as a thing for football? Because it was see-through helmets so players could be seen more and respected
as humans. Marketing thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb. So these LSU helmets, the way they work, they're air-conditioned football helmets. And it is a company posted a video to TikTok of some LSU players trying out the new helmets and reacting this week. So a few years ago, the Office of Innovation and Technology Commercialization at LSU filed a patent for cooling and circulation technology and eventually licensed it to Tiger Air. So in all sincerity, is this an unfair advantage? Because it is licensed to Tiger Air, so a patent can last up to 7 years. If you're playing LSU and they got cool helmets and you don't, that's a true advantage. I mean, all joking aside, that's an advantage if it works.
I mean, it is, but hey, the University of Florida invented Gatorade in the late 60s, and that was an advantage in football. The electrolytes.